Sargent here with the Sargent made by Bada. He calls it Sargent Lee Ermey. There's the bitting. And the key works pretty doggone smooth. Except notice a little black line I drew on here that's going to show my false sets here. Had to do that to kind of know how much turn I had. This is a tough lock. I've managed to pick it once, and only because I semi-knew what he had in there. I think that if I didn't have a clue what was in there, I don't think I'd ever pick this lock. Let's see, a little turn there on the core. Big turn off of 1. Big turn off of 2 there. With the same turn, but same amount of false set. Alright, that's off of 6. That is the deep false set there. Normal is here, so if it didn't lock up most of the time, okay, it didn't. Most of the time when I hit that second false set, it tends to lock up. So I know he's got some trap pins in here. And it's just hard. Dang. I clicked there on 4, but I lost my false set. Lost everything, I believe. I overset that one. Alright, let me reset. I messed that up. I don't know if I hit that second false set. It's just, there's no use in trying to keep picking, because I mean, you're not going to progress. You got to back up with these trap pins. Couple clicks on 3. See where I am. There's 1, there's 2. If you hear that goofy music, that's my wife in there watching something. Who knows what. I just try to look over whatever she watches. Click on 6. That's that deep false set. So at least it's not locking up. Normally when I hit that second false set, it locks up tight. Lost everything again. Reset again. I'll try again. It's a really tough lock. 6. That's shallow false set. There's a deep false set on 2. Oh, I thought it jammed, but it didn't. It broke loose right there at the last. Oh, there it is. Yes, got that lock. All right, let's back that out. Yes, this lock here is a beast, but it is open. Right there we go. All right, now his instructions say to gut at 90 degrees. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. Let's see if I can find my screwdrivers. 6 minutes in, this may turn into a long video because there's going to be a lot to show in this, so y'all stay tuned and watch real close. Because like I said, I've seen the pins that he was making, so I had an idea of what they was. They were similar to Lockpicking Lawyer did some videos of quick set trap pins, similar to that design, except these pins fully reset, where the quick sets that LPL did, once you locked them up, they were locked up. Okay, so I'm gonna set that here. Get that shim out of there. Tweezers are, let's see where they are. There they are. Alright, I did kind of clean my area up, so now I can't find anything. Okay, so pin 1 is a, what is that? Double spool. Right there. Pin 2 is a wafer. Okay, so pin 2 is the trap pin. Alright, there's the wafer with this spooled T-pin. There we go. Set a T-pin on there. So, well, let me knock the springs out. It looks like different size springs. Yep, he's got a copper and a steel. Number 3 is, okay, that is a floating wafer. It went that way. So it's got the floating wafer llama pins. All right, and there is a, okay, he's got a wafer, I believe, there. Yep. Okay, he had a wafer on it just to keep it. Oh, two wafers. 2, 3. Yeah, I'm still there. You have 2 wafers in it. There's the spring. Okay, and 4 is another trap pin. Where's it at? There it is. Wafer with another floating. Is that a floating wafer? That's like a pin and pin, I think. Oop, there was a wafer and a spring. Alright, here's another trap pin in 5. and a pin and pin. Take that one apart. There we go. A lot of parts in here, so you'll bear with me. Like I said, this will be worth it to see. And the last pin is looks like a floating wafer. Ooh, serrated floating wafer. All right, that is, oops, another wafer. I guess that was in there. Okay, wow, there's a lot of parts in this. Okay, let's see if we got anything in the Bible. Bible looks up. 6 is threaded. Yeah, 6 is threaded. Everything else is clean. Alright. In the plug is, I'm not going to do an at rest look on this. You can see the work on here. I will have to show you how this works. So there's with a key in it. So what happens is, with the key in it, I'm going to go off number, well, we got number 2. Okay, if you pick 2, if you're picking this thing, what happens, we'll keep an eye on pin 2. Alright, you pick this thing, you get to your first shear line. What happens is this little T-pin gets hung in that groove. And the trick with that groove, if you go on up, you can't push it up any further. That is the trap. And what is happening is you have the wafer. Let me go back down. You have this wafer here. So when you pick it, this gets into the trap and you can't push it up any further. So what you have to do is let all your tension off, manually rotate it, and push it up to that shear line. So the wafer will slide over that. That is how it works. And when you reset it, when you close the lock, everything falls back into place and the key will still work. Beautiful little design here. Knock these key pins out. Standard. What is that? We'll look at that one. I'm not sure what's going on there. Standard. T-pin. Key pin. Get out of there. Alright, that's a T-pin, key pin. Another T-pin, key pin. And a standard. Let me look at these real close. Okay, because this one, I don't know if it's supposed to have T-pin. It's number 2. It's got a hole in that pin. The hole must have been down because I was just looking at 2 and it was flat. Okay, I think you just put a hole in there just to, the hole's down just to mess with me. Okay, so we have counter milling in 1. Then you have, it's standard, but you have the trap in here. Number 3 has counter milling and serration. I don't think that's a full trap. No, that was the just for extra false set there. And then you got another trap here, standard, serrated with another trap, I guess, and 6 is threaded. Alright, so we'll zoom in on these pins here. Alright, number 1, get that turned around here. Okay, number 1 is standard. Number 2 had this hole in it. I'm assuming just to kind of mess with you so your pick goes into the hole. Kind of throw you off. Number 3 is standard. 4 is a pin and pin. We can get that in there. There we go. Pin and pin. Number 5 is a pin and pin. And 6 is standard. Up here we have this beautiful double spool with a copper spring. We have the trap pin and a spool with a steel spring. We have this floating wafer. See, those wafers slide up and down that pin, and the pin is kind of boogered on the end so those wafers don't come off. And I had 2 master wafers in here. Had another trap pin with this pin and pin in there, so that pin and pin would hang into that groove in the plug. So it was number 4. Yep. So number 4 has that groove in the plug. Number 5 is a pin and pin with another trap pin. And number 6 is another floating wafer. Okay, that is what was the name? Sargent Lee and Ermey by Bada. So thank you, Bada, for this lock. Beautiful design. Tremendous amount of work. A lot of parts in this thing. Thank you. And like I said, if I had an idea, because I knew he was making these trap pins, I'd never even got this lock picked. But great job. Y'all, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me on this long video. Be legal, and God bless.